Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about how much my BMW 1 Series actually has cost me from, in the beginning when I got it more than 2 years ago until now. So I'm going to talk about all the parts that are on it, but I'm not going to include parts that are on the car that I replaced with other tuning parts. So for example, the Bilstein coilovers, I'm not going to include them because now I have a KW V2 coilover kit on the car, and I actually could have went for the KW variant 2 from the beginning, but I didn't do that. So I'm not going to include the Bilstein kit. Just because then I could have a way more expensive build, but the total of the car will be much lower. So that's why I decide to not do that, because like I said before, I could have went for those parts in the beginning. I just found out later on that there are better options out there and stuff like that. So I didn't do the build perfect from in the beginning. There were some parts exchanged for better looking parts of better performing parts. Not that much though, but there are some parts that I'm not going to include in this because I have a better variant right now. So yeah, and I'm also going to give you a little clip that I shot more than 2 years ago, within the first few days that I owned my 1 Series, when it was 100% stock. And then you can have a little view at how the car looked back then. And then I'm going to make the same video again so you can see what has changed. And then I'm going to talk about all the parts that I have installed on it, separately, and where did I get them and stuff like that. So it's going to be a long and fun video. And if you want something from the car, just watch the complete video. I will answer it in the video where you got it from. Anyway, have fun. So here it is. I'm having the engine running because I actually have to go somewhere soon. It's very cold and I want heated seats working and probably everything else. But yeah, the car, it looks very nice. And as you can see, the first option I have the fog lights. Apparently they are an option on these models. I thought on the E87, E81 series they were standard because I've never seen one without them. But on these there are options because I have seen one series where the fog lights were just black round circles in the plastic. So yeah, as you can see, the front, I don't have the M package. For the front it doesn't matter me that much, but the rear really does, because I really don't like the rear bumper of this car. But as you can see, I still have the chrome kidneys. They will also be exchanged. I have stock halogens light, which actually sucks. My alloys are actually pretty decent standard. They are 17 alloys, original from BMW, with Bridgestones on them. 225, 45 are 17, so the same width as the old one. So traction really isn't a problem because Bridgestones are pretty nice tires. I have the standard lights, nothing M special. This time I have a wing, but that's standard on the F series. And as you can see, stock back. That bumper is going to get off pretty soon because I really don't like it. The rear is gonna get changed pretty quickly, but the bumper is the first thing that needs to be done because I really don't like the bumper, and that's my biggest problem with this car. That's the rear bumper. I'm just not a big fan of it, and it will get replaced very soon. You see, that is the exterior parts. The Star is fairly standard when it comes to exterior parts. I mean, my girlfriend's car even is a little bit more tuned with the spoiler and stuff like that. You see, I have the the stock bonnet, nothing special. Gonna get that leaf out soon. My old one actually had from these rubber straps which I could pick up, attach some stuff to it. This one has that, which is pretty handy. And it also seems that this one doesn't have a 12-volt input like the old one does, which that sucks a little bit. I actually never used the old one, so it doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, from the interior, as my walking jacket, doesn't matter, it has the same stock seats as my previous one had, so nothing special. Leather, Alcantara, nothing like that. And here I have actually decent amount of options. So I have a manual, of course. I don't want an automatic, not at this power level at least. I have a screen. I'm gonna mute the radio right now. I have a screen, but it's without navigation, so it's a base level screen. But it's also pretty nice without the screen. I just wanted the screen, and it's way nicer to work with, like the Sport Plus and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that looks way better. It works way easier. I have heated seats. My previous one also had it, so I couldn't, resist. Just couldn't resist heated seats. I also have automatic windshield wipers, automatic lights, and I also have cruise control. I have buttons on the steering wheel, which my previous one didn't have. I have cruise control, a limiter. I can call, start stop, which I actually coded that it's automatically off. So yeah, I mean, I really can't complain with the standard equipment this car comes with. It's not a full option because it doesn't have a lot of options, but it has, a decent amount of options, which are the more important one for me at least. So yeah, so as you could see, I mean, heated seats, air conditioning, which is standard on this car, I think. Also the cruise control is a big plus. It really helps with the fuel. But yeah, I mean, also have, here USB, aux port. But anyway, that is actually about the options on my car. So yeah, and here we are more than 2 years later. It's now April 2021, and we have the car, exact same car, sitting here. And as you can see on the first glance, it's not looking the same anymore. I mean, just to give you guys a little walk around, as you can see, the car really has changed quite drastically. We got an M bumper in the front, angel eyes, black kidney grills. Also, the engine has been tuned quite heavily. When you first saw the car, it produced 102 horsepower. Now it has 245. As you can see on the side, we have new wheels, new suspension, side skirts, the mirror caps, dynamic blinkers. Don't worry, we'll go over everything in detail. Don't worry. Tinted windows, a spoiler, carbon fiber spoiler, antenna cover, black line tail lights, 135i rear look. Custom exhaust, rear diffuser, Maxton exterior bits. So yeah, the exterior has changed quite a lot. But not only the exterior is transformed, also the interior has gone through some, some small. Let's go to the wide-angle camera. Has gone through some small, let us say, modification. So as you can see, we actually went for the full M interior, so new seats, new clothing. This is changed. We have a new shifter, M steering wheel with carbon fiber. We went for an Android unit screen. This got wrapped, but terribly done, so I'm probably going to remove that. We have a P3 gauge over here, which shows you extra information. The facelift M steering wheel, like I said before, red start stop button, interior on the lights. So yeah, new floor mats. So like I said, we really have a lot of new stuff for the car, and I am going to tell you about everything that I've done to it, and then how much it exactly costs. So we'll start with the exterior, then we'll do the performance modifications, and then we'll do the interior. Okay, so yeah. Okay, but let's start with how much all these parts actually cost. So I'll start with the M front, because as you can see, we have done quite some different parts. The M kidney grills, I actually do sell these myself. You can get them for around €40. Then the red V bars, I actually got them wrapped at a friend for around €20, which was pretty cheap. It doesn't have a website, so I can't tell him. It's just a friend that does it as a hobby. I got these Depot Angel Eyes at Bimmer Products.nl, which were around 500 20 euro, and then you actually need to put, you know, H7 LEDs inside of them because they need to actually, you know, have the xenon look. I'll turn. I can't show them because I have locked and unlocked my car too much, so the lights they won't come on. Anyway, but yeah, you have to put H7 LEDs in them. You can order them anywhere. They don't have to be specific brand. Mine were around 50 euro. I also got like darkened fog lights that actually give you, you know, on a camera like this, you barely see them, but they give like a very aggressive look in combination with the splitter. I think the fog light stock, they, you know, they ruin the look a little bit, if I want to, you know, say it drastically. But these were around 70 euro. I also got like LED fog lights in them for around 15 euro. Nothing, you know, spectacular. Then I got my M splitter over here at Bimmer Products Puntenel for around 150 euro. Then my bumper I actually got second hand. It's an original bumper. I got it second hand for around 350 euro. Then I actually got it painted for 300 euro. And then I needed all the conversion parts to, you know, because the bumpers are not a straight swap. I needed all the conversion parts. I bought them at, you know, just a BMW dealer. And they were around 200 euro. But those parts are really not cheap, but you also do need a lot of parts, so I get it. You know, the costs go up pretty quickly. Don't ask about the numbers. I don't know them anymore. I saved them on my old tablet, and that, you know, I don't have the tablet anymore, so I don't have the numbers. I'm not going to search them anymore, so that's research work that you'll have to do yourself. Then we also got these Japan Racing SLO1 wheels. I really do dig them. They are lightweight, and with Toyo tires. I don't remember the model of the Toyo tires. They are actually pretty damn well. You know, they perform pretty well. I think they are FT1 or PR1s. I actually forgot. But you know, the wheel and tire combination for me was around 450 euro. So the wheels were like 230 euro a piece, and then the tires were around 150 euro. But that's in this configuration, 18 inch, 8.5 G wide. You can also get them in 19 inch, and then they become a little bit more expensive. Then the M side skirts over here. So I got these for around 180 euro, but then I also needed to have them painted. And actually, you know, the black performance line that you see in there, that's painted. It's not a wrap or something, that's actually painted in. And I actually, how much did I spend on that? You know, it wasn't cheap. I think it was around 250 euro to have that painted. So in combination, that whole part is like 430 euro. If you already have an M pack originally, you will really save a lot of money on this build. But yeah, an M pack. If you already have an MPEG, you can just get that wrapped, and then it will be a lot cheaper. But yeah, I just got it painted by a local, you know, paint job guy, whatever. And the stuff itself came from Bimmer Products Puntenel. Also, the Maxon Design side skirt also came from over there. It was around 160 euro. Then my dynamic blinkers, I do sell these myself for 60 euro. And then these are carbon fiber mirror covers. They are actually really, you know, they're real carbon fibers, so they are not that cheap. I do not sell these myself. You can find them at Motive Supplies. They go for around 190 euro, but like I said, they are from real carbon fiber, so they're really not like the cheap junk that you can find somewhere else. Then over here we also got a window tint that's nothing special. You can get a window tint like everywhere. I think I paid around 160 euro for that. Then the carbon fiber spoiler I got from J Hash Parts. This one was around 200 euro. Then these covers, I do sell these myself. They are also from real carbon fiber, and they go for around 60 euro if you buy them at, you know, from me. Then these blackline taillights, you can find them actually. You can find these, you know, not that often anymore because they stopped producing these. So you only find stock, stock somewhere laying around. I paid €300 for them, but some, websites charge more than 330, 350 for these because they know they are out of stock somewhere else, so that's why they charge that much. I got this one from Leedman Point 24 DE. Then I actually got this black boot ring from Carbon My Ride. It was around €35 with shipping. But the problem is actually that actually came from the UK, and as you guys know, with the Brexit, you have to pay import costs at the customs for these. So I know someone who bought one of these, and he needed to pay €70 in total, which is just stupid. So I actually found a dealer, and the same dealer, and he wants to work with me. He's not located in the UK, and we can actually get them for €30. So yeah, it's going to be for in the future, but I can actually get you these parts for €30 in the future. So if you want one of these, just message me. I'll try to get them as soon as possible, but they will probably be from I will be able to get you these in May. Then also I got the M bumper, which was €200, but then I got it painted for around €300. This actually is a replica version from Bimmer Products Puntanel. These Maxon side pieces, you can also get them for around €80, also at Bimmer Products. Then the Rieger diffuser I got at Auto Style Puntanel. They didn't have it on Bimmer Products, so and I really wanted this one, but I'm going to change it later on for the new Maxon design one, because after 6 years they finally decided to get one, and it looks actually a little bit better than this, so I'm going to buy that one, of course. But yeah, where was I? So that one, actually, the Rieger diffuser was around €220. So then the exhaust is actually a muffler delete. I got it custom made at Bollard's Customs Works for around €590. So to get this car visually look the same as mine, you will need to spend around €4,500, unfortunately. But if you already have an M-Pack originally, then you have to spend a little bit less money. But yeah, it's quite a lot of money, I know, but at the end of the day, you have a pretty cool looking car. But yeah, that's for the looks on this car. Now let's open the engine bay and actually have a look underneath, because also the performance parts have been upgraded, and also the interior, but that will be for the last. So what did we exactly upgrade on this car? Well, we did quite some stuff. We have this engine intake that I got from J Parts Puntanel. It was around €450. Then I actually got my turbo done. I actually forgot the name. I think it's Turbo Dynamics or something. But I actually got it's a shop in the UK. But I got my car done at the garage van Asbrook Heile. And they actually, they mounted my turbo. And actually, they just took it off, and then they sent it to the UK. And whatever, but the turbo alone, so conversion to the hybrid turbo, was around €750. Then the strut brace I got from Bimmer Products Puntanel, which was around €120. We have this Turbo Smart blow-off valve, which I bought from Team RPM, which was also around €250. Then I also have this little air scoop over here. Let me turn on the flash, maybe you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, as you can see over there, let me try to focus. That's hard. But yeah, as you can see over there, it's hard to catch, but there is a little air scoop to have more air going into the intake. That's something I just got from AliExpress actually, and it's pretty good quality. It was €40. Then we also have an M-Works intercooler, which was €450 including installation. As you can see, that one was €450, like I said, and it came from M-Works. So that's that. Then we have a sex clutch, including work. I got it done at my local garage, Garage Hans van Donink. I paid around 600-ish euro for that, so nothing too much, including installation. So that's a pretty decent, pay. Then we actually got the car retuned at Van Beek Racing, a staged retune, custom tune with the turbo. It's a very mild tune. Like I said, they could have went for 270, 280 horsepower out of this setup, but to save the car, we went for a very mild tune, and we got 245 horsepower out of them. But Van Beek Racing, really, a really good tuner. They know what they are doing, and it was around 740 euro. So performance-wise, engine-wise at least, that's that. Then we also have done some stuff done to the brakes. So we have EBC brakes, vented discs, and also we have, let me turn on the flash, yellow stuff brake pads. These are ceramic brake pads, and they perform better. These were around 700 euro. Then we also have suspension work done on this car. As you can see, KWV2, which wasn't cheap at all, which was 1,500 euro. I also got it from Bimmer Products.nl, including montage and stuff like that. I paid around 1,700 euro. So let's see if you can have a better look. There you can see the nice yellow purple setup. But yeah, so that's really about the performance modification. No, I forgot one thing. I also got a catless downpipe. I actually bought that second hand, like really dirt cheap, for around 75 euro. So that was a steal actually. So yeah, the performance modifications are done. The drive shaft and drivetrain is all still stock. Transmission is 100% stock. So now, actually, another thing that I forgot to mention is the metal boost pipe and charge pipe that I replaced. These were for stock. These are plastic, and they can shatter under high pressure. But these were 450 euro, and they were 380 euro. I'm sorry, and they were installed at M-Works and also provided by them. So, including installation, it was 380 euro. So to get the performance out of this car that I have right here, right now, you will need to spend, a decent amount of money. I mean, there went like 7,500 euro into this car, but that does include everything: brakes, suspension, wheels and tires, engine modification, stuff like that, tuning. So yeah, that's quite a lot of money, but you get a good performing, nice car back for it. It's rear-wheel drive, it's pretty lightweight. So yeah, I think it's a cool, fun car, and it does perform pretty nice. Okay, I actually also forgot these. These are just from AliExpress. There's some carbon fiber covers just to cover up the the ugly stock plastic. I don't like that plastic, so this at least looks a little bit better. And actually, from close up, it actually looks pretty decently. That was around 25 euro. Then what have we done to the interior? Well, we actually went for a full M interior, as you can see, with the seats and everything. I still have to install the black headliner. It's still gray, like on a stock car. But the whole M Sport interior, including doors and stuff like that, costed me around 1,200 euro. That does include these Alcantara parts. Except that one, that wasn't included, so I had to rep one of those. Like I said, that's also Alcantara over there. So 1,200 euro for that. Then these M pedals, I actually do sell these myself. The complete kit is around 40 euro. Then these M Performance floor mats, they are stupid expensive. They are like 180 euro. Then to the interior, we have this M Performance gear shifter, which is much nicer as the stock one. This one was 180 euro. Then we have this Android screen from Motive Supplies. It's with the best processor and the bigger inch screen, stuff like that. So this one is actually 750 euro, but it's a really good one with good software and stuff like that. So it runs very smooth. I had the AliExpress version, and I can guarantee you that this one is much better. So don't think they're the same. They are definitely not. Then I also, let's go back. I also have this M M wheel facelift steering wheel, which was 500 euro. I actually got it second hand. Some guy bought it, but he actually changed it with a performance steering wheel with Alcantara. So this one was actually brand new, and I got it for 500 euro. And I knew the guy personally, so I know it's not from a stolen vehicle. Then this carbon fiber piece, I actually forgot where I got this one from. I really do. I actually forgot where I got it from. I know I paid around 70 euro, but I can't tell you. I'm sorry. Then the red start stop button. I actually do sell that one myself. You can get it also in blue for 15 euro. Then I also had this P3 gauge, which shows you oil temps and stuff like that. It's a really nice feature. And this one was really expensive. It was 450 euro, but it's very nice to have, and it looks a little bit like OEM. It has the same orange tint as all these buttons do when lined up like this orange. It has the same tint, which looks very nice. Then I also just got these interior lights LED. I just got a kit from AliExpress, and it worked. It was like 15 euro or something. I got this from MWorks, by the way, if you want to know. I think for the interior, that's basically it. So we got the screen. I'm just need to be sure that I didn't forgot something, but I think that's basically everything on the car. Okay, so actually the cheapest part on this car was the interior. So to have everything like this, you will need to spend around 3,100 euro. If you already have the M interior, that saves you a lot of money. But the steering wheel, and then the screen, and this little screen over here, the P3 gauge, like I said, those really are the more expensive parts. These together will cost you 1,800 euro. So those are the expensive parts of the build. But everything combined totally, you will look at around 15,000 euro. You can get some deals here and there, but total price of this build is really close to 15,000 euro. Yeah, I know that's quite a lot of money, and if someone dares to say you should have go for one M35i with that money, yeah, you could have bought one, but there is something that you guys actually need to know. You guys forget running costs, okay? Here in Belgium, the yearly road tax for this car is 900 euro. And when I bought this car, I was 21 years old. And insurance was like, oh, you want to insure one M35i? No, M135, yeah, I said it right. They said, no, you're too young, we'll charge you over 3,000 euro. And I was like, well, what the fuck? That's quite a lot of money. So I said, fuck off, I'm not going to pay that money. But think about it. Just to have that car running, you will need to pay 4,000 euro a year to have it on the road. Just to have it on the road. No maintaining, no maintenance, no fuel costs, no tuning. Just to have insurance and road tax here in Belgium. So I actually just paid for my third year on this car. And if I would have gotten a 135i, then today I would have spent 12,000 euro. Now for this car, my yearly road tax is 250 euro, and my insurance is 400-ish euro, 430 I think. So together I don't even pay 700 euro. So after 3 years, actually, I only pay 2,000 euro instead of 12,000 euro. So that's a 10,000 euro difference just to run this car, okay? And then I haven't, I haven't paid other stuff like, fuel and maintaining and stuff like that. So from that 15,000 euro that I spend on this car, if I went for an M135i, only 5,000 euro would have, remained if I went for an M135i. And sure, you could have done some cool stuff with that, but really not that much. You go for an exhaust, performance, KW suspension, a tune, downpipe, intake, and that's basically it. And also content-wise, it's a lot less content, okay? Simply back in the day, 2019, I couldn't afford an M135i. I just didn't have the money, okay? Also with insurance and the road tax, it was just too much. And that's why I decided to get this car and just, mod this one, because this car is a lot cheaper to run, a lot cheaper to have, because insurance thinks I'm running a 102 horsepower car. The state thinks I'm running a very economical Euro 6 1.6 petrol with 102 horsepower. So they're like, nice job, that's good for the environment. So I really have to pay not that much money to run this car. And after all this work, I'm having a fun car. It handles really great. I think, really pure handling it, I think it acts even a little bit better than an M135i, because it's much lighter. It's the same chassis, but it's like 150 kilograms lighter because of the much smaller engine and parts in them. It still runs great. I mean, it's slower as an M135i, a decent amount, a bit slower, but still it's it's pretty quickish. I mean, it can hold up with some stock older hot hatchbacks. It does around 100-200 kilometers an hour in around 19 seconds. So I mean, that's pretty decent. It sounds pretty cool for me. It's still a 1.6. I know it will never be a 6-cylinder. But, at the end of the day, it's a much cheaper car to run. If I decide from today to tomorrow that I stop tuning this car, I can keep this car for 600-700 euro a year. That's how cheap it is, So, and it's also great on fuel. It's much, much better on fuel. So really, that's really my choice why I went for an 114i. Until I have, a better financial state, then I will go for an M2 or something. I will get a better, faster car. But I'm not going to sell this one because I really, I really like this car. So it's not going anywhere. But if you said, you just went for a 1M35i for that money, that's your reason. I mean, you also wouldn't have the content that you guys had for the last 2 years. That's also something that you have to think about. I have done a lot of videos with this car, a lot of tuning videos. And if I needed to, save money for an M135i or M140i, then I simply wouldn't, be able to make that content. And like my best video is actually how I made this car into what it is today. That has like 200,000 views. So I just, and I gained a lot of subscribers because of that. So actually, my YouTube channel wouldn't be what it was today because I had much less content to shoot. So yeah, I just want to say that before you guys go with, you should have went for an M135i, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.